Hello, YouTube viewers. Welcome back. We are playing How to Survive 2, and in my previous video, I just took you guys on a short little mission that I completed and didn't turn in just yet. So now I'm going to show you what it's like to turn in missions and all that. So you talk to the speaker, and then Korvac talks to you. And subtitles are automatically turned on. I don't think you can turn them off. This game is very stingy about its options.
You can just slide the oil into the air duct there. Thank you. I'll unlock.
Okay, so now we've unlocked the bunker to go into Kovac's bunker, essentially. And in Kovac's bunker, it's a safe zone and it's universal, meaning that there's other places on our island where we can get into the bunker and we can come back out. It's just essentially your safe house where you can go in and come out in different places. And here is Kovac's chest. It's his private trunk. And it comes with a little funny text here. And then here is Kovac's gear. He has a pet crow helmet, breastplate, bracers, and knee pads. And you have to be a certain level in order to wear them. Like the helmet, you need to be level 5, the breastplate 12, 7 for the bracers, and 9 for the knee pads. The crow, though, you can have at level 1, and I haven't actually found a use for the crow. All it does is just eat the zombies. Each one has its own stats, which are damage reductions, and they all weigh something. So when you start wearing the gear, you're going to be weighed down, which is a nice little real-life mechanic, apart from everything else. And here you can... It always spawns some stuff in here for you to just grab, which is really helpful for when you like want to craft stuff in the future. You do have to be a certain level in order to craft certain things, which I find not cool, but it's whatever, man. And then I always come in here and steal Kovac's things because he's very nice about it and doesn't get mad at me. So we just picked up the machete, and I prefer the machete over the baseball bat because it's quicker, does more damage, and it doesn't have as much stopping power, but or the same melee damage, but it has a higher melee damage, and then it has a higher damage per second. And you can equip something in your second slot and switch between by scrolling the mouse wheel or pressing 1, 2, and 3 keys, or 1 and 2 keys. But I like to keep it simple, stupid. And the machete here, you can actually see your upgrade. Like, this is your customized screen. As you can see, you can't upgrade the melee weapons at all. But when you get the bow at level 2, you can add some modules to that, but you have to find it. So I'm going to go ahead and level up my camp so I can get to level 2 here. I have a lot of experience because I grinded on that higher level. And over here it'll pop up what you have and all that other jazz. So now we can actually go in and level up our character to level 2. And you can't level up any higher than your camp. And as you can see, I can now craft more things because of that. I'm actually going to go ahead and level up some skills here, as much as I can anyways. And then I'm going to craft myself the bow. And then here are your bandages. You pick up medicinal herbs and pieces of cloth, and then you can go ahead and craft those into bandages, which I recommend you do. And then you only need to craft one bow, it doesn't break, but you can use 2 different things for arrows: large pieces of wood or sticks. It doesn't matter which you do, but large pieces of wood add 20, whereas sticks only add 10 arrows. So I'll make myself 60 arrows, just for fun here. And then I always keep the bow on my second, so that way if I have to, I can switch between both. Now, this game was originally released for the Xbox, so all the key bindings that pop up in the tooltips will be for Xbox controllers, and I think you can play with them. So here's
Finally get to see you in the flesh.
and he's going to give us our next few quests here. seeing the first improvements here.
I've already told you how dangerous it is if you don't, but there's to guard against them. So you're feeling all right, and and every camp worthy of the name has a trunk, even an ugly one. Without one, you can't store what you find here and there. So, I'll explain how to wood and fabric. I suggest, unless that he goes one, that one.
Alright, I'm skipping that. So now your character level is 2, so your quest level is going to start off at your character level. I'm going to go ahead and raise mine to 5 since I can, and I know that I can do it. And but that's the beginning of that, and I'll see if I can't get into this mission and do it quickly here. This one does take a little bit of time. Each mission you have to go in and scavenge or kill a certain amount of zombies. The further you go on, the longer the missions become and the harder they become. So, and then you press tab to open up your minimap, just like in the original. And so you just have to be really careful about what you do, especially if you're raising the levels and you don't have the gear to fight them. As you can see, I don't have any armor, and as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I know, the only armor you have to be able to get is Kovacs gear. And I don't know if you can actually create your own later on. And the zombies will do more damage to you as time goes on, so you have to use those small dressings that I told you about earlier to heal yourself. And you can use the medicinal herbs, it's just not as potent. So let's use the bow here. As you can see, the aiming system is just the same. You hold right mouse button to aim and left mouse button to shoot. And you have to hold it there for a second in order to get a headshot. But headshots will always crit and do more damage than normal shots. And here we have the big guy who explodes when he dies. You need to be careful with them on higher levels because they will kill you in one hit if you're standing next to them and they explode. So let's see if we can finish this mission up here. I have to collect 5 braids of rope and 5 pieces of big wood. I already have all my cloth. And I don't think the gear you have beforehand follows you through to the mission. There was just a lot of cloth in that building, that first building there. And the green bar is your stamina, and that determines how hard or how long you can hit and how fast or how long you can run. I haven't ever had any problems with it, and I haven't ever sought to upgrade it because I haven't needed to. But it's very good to just keep in mind. If you're not aiming with the bow, you actually kick the zombies, which will give you a little bit of breathing room so you can aim at them. And take them down. I've only seen one game, or I've only played in one game where a guy had a gun and it wasn't a very good gun. So obviously, you know, I don't know how well the guns are. And the aiming still works just the same in the first one. You can't aim through other zombies to hit zombies in the back. It's obvious, but it's very good to keep in mind that you are really, really weak in this game until you start leveling up. So I don't think I'll be able to finish this mission before my time ends here, but I will put it up in the next video of me completing it. So I'll see you then.